Hey guys, Tony, KD8RTT. Do a quick video on getting a license from the Bahamas for amateur radio. Now, I've done this 2 times before, actually, successfully. And the reason I'm getting this license is I'm going on a cruise. And in the past, I had gotten a license to operate on the cruise ship since the cruise ship was flagged in the Bahamas, which is fairly common. A lot of major cruise lines don't flag their ships in the U.S. There's a bunch of legal, I guess, and tax reasons, whatever, so they don't. But no matter, if you look at the rules, you need to be licensed in the country that the ship is flagged under. Now, additionally, there's some issues with getting permission to operate. Essentially, the captain of the ship has to give you permission. Now, without going too deep into this, in the past, I'd gotten permission to operate on Disney Cruise Line from the captain and from Disney, but they have since apparently changed the rules. So at least on Disney Cruise Line, you cannot operate on the ship. However, I will be going on another Disney cruise and operating, but not on the ship. But we're actually going to the Bahamas. This is a shorter cruise, a 4-day cruise, and we'll be going to Disney's private island, which is in the Bahamas, as well as we're stopping in Nassau. So I thought I'd go ahead and get my license again while I'm there. I'm probably going to bring my KX2. My brother's probably coming too. And we want to operate from the beach. So it's the great thing with the Bahamian license is it's fairly simple to get. So I'm going to go through it really quickly. So you're going to go to this website, which I'll put the link down below, which is www.urcabahamas.bs. And this is their, I guess this acts as their FCC equivalent. It looks like they do a little bit more than just wireless stuff, but whatever. And then you're going to want to go over to licensing, and then down to application forms. Okay, so here it's pretty self-explanatory. If you're looking, the second one, if you are a prospective applicant seeking to operate an amateur radio service, Reciprocal local in the Bahamas, please complete. So you'll click that, and it's a PDF form. I guess you'll have to click another link, downloads the form. Now, this form basically tells you what you need to do. You have to fill it out and submit it. There's also a fee, which we'll go through in a second. I think it's about $35, though. It's not too expensive. The license will end up being good for 1 year. You specify when you're going to be there, and they basically give you the license from 1 year from the first day you get there. So the form is pretty self-explanatory. Basic contact information, personal details. They want to know any criminal history, I guess. And then Section 4, you're going to want to select Amateur Radio Reciprocal. Now, if you notice here, it says local applicants applying for the right license, but basically prove that you are, certified in electronics, or engineering. I had tried to say, hey, I actually have a degree in electrical engineering. Is there any way I can get a local license? It's kind of a permanent deal, but they said you can't do that unless you live in the Bahamas. So, fortunately, you can't do that. But in any case, like I said, this is good for a year. So you fill that out. You don't need to fill out preferred call sign. They'll issue you the prefix. So I think it's C6A stroke your call sign. But then fill out the rest. Now notice that technician and novice class licenses are not accepted. So you need at least you need advanced, general, or extra to do this. But again, fairly simple. Now, a lot of this form is a little strange. For place of issue, I just put, I guess the FCC date. The date that my license, it says on my license, my actual license, issuing authority again, the FCC, and then I put the address of the FCC. Then you want to put the duration of your stay in the Bahamas, from and to, what islands you'll be at, name of hotel. Again, in my case, I put Disney Cruise Line here, left the address blank. I think I put the telephone number of Disney Cruise Line corporate, for whatever that's worth, and then my cell number. So that's this form. Fairly simple. There's a few things, but not too difficult. They do appear to want your social security number and your passport number, and they do want, now this is important, a copy of your passport or birth certificate. I just opened up the passport page with my photo on it, took a picture of it, and I've attached that, and that's been fine. So that's the form. Now, basically, you can fill that out digitally is what I recommend. If you can get it to work in your PDF software, you can just fill it in, or you can print it out and fill it out. Now they say mail it, but I actually suggest emailing it. But we'll get there in a second. So we'll go back. So that's that form. So you need that form, and as I just said, you need a copy of your birth certificate or passport, basically to prove your citizenship. You're also going to need to send in a copy of your current license. Make sure you get an official copy. If you don't have one, you can log in to the management area of the FCC ULS site and get a PDF official copy of your license. So download that. Then if we go back to licensing again, we're going to go to fees and other charges. And actually, let's see, maybe we don't need to go to... fees and payment methods. Publication or licensing, fee payment methods. I recommend you use a credit card to do this. You will be charged, I believe, the foreign transaction fee. So if you have a credit card that waives that, this is a good time to use it. But basically, you're going to fill it out. Now, license number, I believe I left that blank. I put my name. I put amateur radio license, reciprocal, in the license type, all my information here. Now, the fee, if we looked at the fee table currently, this is June 2016, it'll be $35. So you just write in 35 here, pay with Visa or MasterCard. This one you're going to have to print out and sign, and then you can rescan it. So, again, now you've got the application form, you've got a copy of your birth certificate or passport, you've got this form, this fee form, and you've got a copy of your U.S. license. You're going to take all of those, and you're going to send an email to this info@urcabahamas.bs email address. Basically say in the email that you are, looking to get an amateur radio reciprocal license while you're visiting the Bahamas, and attach all those documents. In my experience, the people there have been super helpful. There's been a couple people, I think, over the few times I've done it, and they've both been awesome about it. They're great about pushing the paperwork through quickly and keeping you updated and managing all this, and they know exactly what to do. So send it in, and like I said, I suggest you email it. You can also mail it in, but it'll take much longer. I believe they say if you email it in, you can get it in as little as 3 weeks. So that's pretty good. I would definitely give yourself more than that, though, just in case. At least a month. Of course, the sooner the better. And basically, my experience, they've emailed me back a copy of the license, which is actually a letter, basically giving you permission to operate, and it says the little C6A stroke your call sign. And they'll also mail one to your address. But they're the same document, so if you don't get the mailed one in time, you've got a PDF copy, I believe it was PDF copy, that they emailed me that is valid as your license. So it's really that easy to operate in the Bahamas. Like I said, I've gone through this process 2 times. Both times have been super easy. I'm about to go through it again for this cruise. But yeah, so mind you, I think there's more than Disney Cruise Line are flagged in the Bahamas. But if you're trying to operate on the ship, even in the Bahamian territorial waters, you need permission from the captain. And at least on Disney Cruise Line, that is not doable anymore. And I don't believe any other ones really let you other than Holland America. Holland America seems to allow amateur radio on the ship. But don't quote me on that. That policy can change, whatever, so contact them. So, again, this is just to get permission to get the license that you would need, but not necessarily operate from the ship. That's a whole separate issue. All right, guys, hope this helps if you're looking to get a Bahamian license. It's different for all different places, obviously, but this one's pretty simple. So, all right, guys, let me know if you have any questions, and subscribe, like this video, and follow me on Twitter. See you later.